Hi, good morning. How are you? Today is the 27th, I believe, and I'm continuing. No, sorry, it's July 28th. So I'm continuing to engage with all of you who are reading You Are the Universe, Discovering Your Cosmic Self and Why It Matters. The discussions are live and posted at discoveringyourcosmicself.com, and I'm very grateful to all of you for both supporting the book and engaging in this conversation. So today's question is from Jennifer L., and she says, thank you for this wonderful opportunity to read your book, You Are the Universe, and receive feedback on the forum. When we live and breathe and move in a human-constructed universe, yet we know this universe to be limited in relation to Brahman. Brahman is cosmic consciousness. How do we account for the universe unformulated by man? Well, unformulated by man, or unformulated by any sentient species, it remains infinite possibilities. What are the implications for this unfoldment with man's innovation, humans' innovation? Likewise, the future, considering the book Homo Deus by Yuval Noah Harari and his explanation of the future of man as they seem to appear from the past. And then she quotes from our book, You Are the Universe, page 164. Jennifer says, to exist is to be aware. That's the long and short of it for human beings. Astonishingly, the same is true for the universe. Without consciousness, it would vanish in a puff of smoke like a dream, leaving nothing behind and no one to know that it ever existed. You Are the Universe, page 164. So Jennifer raises many questions. The Homo Deus book is very interesting because it paints a future of humans and cyborgs as hybrids. Well, that would be definitely one scenario, but humans can also evolve to meta-humans, and I've discussed that before. Richness of sensory experience, effortless spontaneity, effortless creativity, joy, equanimity, love, compassion, and ultimately also egolessness, and a meta-universe experienced by meta-humans. So I think to clarify all this, let me actually answer one thing that Jennifer raises. Would the universe exist if there were no conscious beings aware of experience? And the answer is no. The universe is an experience in consciousness, and we are a particular species of consciousness. We call ourselves Homo sapiens, which means the wise ones, a name that we gave to ourselves. But like us, there are many other species, and each species of consciousness has its own biology, and through its own biology it experiences its own universe. So there is no such thing as the look of the universe. There is only a way of looking at it. Once again, there is no such thing as the look of the universe. There is only a way of looking at it. And the way of looking at it is a species-specific but also culture-specific experience. So we as human beings are influenced by cultural, religious and other conditioning, and so everything we see is through the filter of the human mind, which has been conditioned through thousands of years of culture, religion, economics, history, geography, and so on. And that is our experience of the universe. And now, science might say that no, the scientific method gives us the real picture of the universe, but that's not true. The scientific method is just one method of inquiry. It doesn't give us any idea of the fundamental nature of being, in which both the cosmos and consciousness co-arise. Cosmos and consciousness co-arise in every now. Once again, cosmos and consciousness are complementarities. They are the subject and object of experience. So the universe is actually taking innumerable selfies of itself in an eternal now. And the selfie could be taken through a sentient being, such as an insect, as I've said before, with 100 eyes, or a lizard, or a other animal like a bat, or a snake, or a crocodile. All of these species of consciousness are innumerable, almost infinite ways for the universe to experience itself in an eternal now, almost in an infinite variety of ways. And the universe we experience, of course, is a human construct based on interpretation of sense perceptions, and then also on other sensations, images, feelings, thoughts, emotions. They all get together to create the experience that we call the human universe, and then it also is further conditioned by history, culture, and religion. What is the real universe? And the real universe can only be infinite possibilities. And so infinite creativity, infinite possibilities, synchronicity, correlation, intention, attention, these are basically, and unpredictability, are basically the ways the universe experiences itself as a perceptual phenomenon. There is no such thing as the universe, or the body, or the mind. These are modes of knowing and experience in human awareness. What I'm going to do right now is actually look for a chapter 10 from the Bhagavad Gita, where Lord Krishna explains this in a way that is much better than I can do. As you know, the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, explains the universal form that cosmic consciousness assumes through the human species. So I'll do that right now. I'm going to look for that particular reference and be back to you in a moment. Okay? So just give me a sec. Okay, so here I am, and you know, those commercial breaks, by the way, we have only one per session. They make it possible for Facebook to push these conversations to a bigger audience. Okay, so here's Lord Krishna speaking as consciousness, or you might say cosmic consciousness. So I'll read a little bit of that. He who knows me as the unborn, as the beginningless, as the supreme Lord of all the worlds, he undiluted among humans is free. Intelligence, knowledge, freedom from doubt and delusion, forgiveness, truthfulness, self-control and calmness, pleasure and pain, birth, death, fear, fearlessness, non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction, austerity, charity, fame and infamy are created by me alone, by consciousness. He who knows in truth this glory and power of cosmic consciousness engages in unalloyed alignment with cosmic consciousness. Of this there is no doubt. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who know this perfectly engage in alignment with their body, mind and spirit with pure consciousness and cosmic consciousness. So Arjuna, who is his disciple, the great warrior, he says, "You are the supreme Brahman, the ultimate, the supreme abode and purifier, the absolute truth and the eternal divinity. You are the primal, transcendental and original truth. You are unborn and all-pervading beauty." So I totally accept this truth, and I do indeed want to know in detail the divine powers by which you pervade all these worlds and abide with them. How should I meditate on you? In what various forms are you to be contemplated? Tell me again, for I never tire of hearing your immortal words. So, here's the answer. I am the self, the fundamental truth seated in the heart of all creatures. I am the beginning, the middle and the end of all beings. Of the Adityas, these are forces of nature. I am Vishnu. Of lights, I am the radiant sun. I am Marichi of the Maruts, and among the stars and planets, for humans, I am the moon. Of the Vedas, I am the Samveda. Of the senses, I am the mind. And in living beings, I am the living force and knowledge. Of the great sages, I am Bhrigu. Of vibrations, I am the transcendental mantra Om. Of sacrifices, I am the chanting of the holy names. And of immovable things, I am the Himalayas. Of all trees, I am the holy fig tree, and among sages, I am Narad. Of the singers, I am Gandharva. Gandharva means divine music. I am Chittaratha, and among perfected beings, I am the sage Kapila. Of horses, know me to be Uchai Sarava, who rose out of the ocean, born of the elixir of immortality. Of lordly elephants, I am Airavata, and among men, I am the monarch. Of weapons, I am the thunderbolt. Among cows, I am Surabhi, givers of abundant nourishment. Of procreators, I am Kandarpa, the god of love, and of serpents, I am Vasuki. Of the celestial Naga snakes, I am Ananta. Of the aquatic deities, I am Varuna. Of departed ancestors, I am Aryama. And among the dispensers of law, I am Yama, lord of death. Of purifiers, I am the wind. The wielders of weapons, I am Rama. Of fishes, I am the shark. And of flowing rivers, I am the Ganges. Of all creations, I am the beginning and the end, and also the middle. I am the spiritual science of the self, of pure consciousness. Among logicians, I am the conclusive truth. Of letters, I am the letter A, and among compounds, I am the dual word. I am also in inexhaustible time, and of creators, I am Brahma, whose manifold faces turn everywhere. I am all-devouring death, and I am the generator of all things yet to be. Among women, I am fame, fortune, speech, memory, intelligence, patience, compassion, and joy, and empathy. Of hymns, I am the Brihat Sama, sung to the Lord Indra. Of poetry, I am the Gayatri verse. Of months, I am November and December, and of seasons, I am flower-bearing spring. I am also the gambling of cheats, and of the splendid, I am the splendor. I am victory, I am adventure, and I am the strength of the strong. So on and on. Of secrets, I am silence, and of the wise, I am wisdom. But what need is there, Arjuna, for this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support the entire universe. Okay, so here, these are just a few stanzas from Bhagavad Gita, which are basically saying that pure consciousness is a field of infinite possibilities, and through us we are experiencing the human universe. Human consciousness conceives, constructs, governs, and becomes the human universe. And so as we go deeper into the nature of reality, we see ourselves as both consciousness and cosmos. Both consciousness and cosmos. Cosmos and consciousness are complementarities. And Praveen Patel and 28 others just shared this video. Thank you very much, Praveen. Thank you, all of you, for engaging in this conversation and continuing our conversation. Keep sending me more questions, and we shall continue this conversation every day. I'm very grateful to you, and be well, and know that awareness, existence, knowing, truth are all the same thing. They're all the same being. Being, awareness, existence, fundamental reality, and from that we carve our personal reality as well. Thank you.